Okay, let's take a look at number 10 of this spring semester exam review. It says, use the exponent properties to answer the following problems. So number 10 says, find the area of a rectangle that has a width of 3 times 10 to the negative 2 and a length of 2 times 10 to the 4th. Okay? So there's no picture given, so we'll write our own picture, come up with that. And then we'll take care of this one. So this is in like a scientific notation. It might be good to write it not in scientific notation. I can actually show you a couple of different ways. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a rectangle. We have the length of 3 times 10 to the negative 2. We have actually that was the width, sorry about that. Let's just start over. We have 3 times 10 to the negative 2, and the length is 2 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, if we just go strictly by exponent rules, you see here that you have the same base of 10, right? And you have exponents. Now I know that the negative exponent rule, you'd say take that downstairs, but in this case, our exponent rule, when you have the same base, is you add the exponents. Well, what is a 4 plus a negative 2? It's a 2, right? 4 minus 2 is 2. So you multiply these, you get 6, and then you do 4 minus 2 to get 10 to the 2nd power. That's one way to do it, or if they want an answer that's just all number without this notation at all, you can convert this to regular numbers, right? You could just put it right in the calculator, basically. 3 times 10. Okay. And then you have the other one, which was 2 times 10 to the 4th. Okay. So you're multiplying those together. So what I'll do is, I'll just copy this one, and I have this here. I'm going to do paste it back, Control V, and there's that. Okay? And what is 6 times 10 to the 2? You move your decimal twice to the right, twice to the right, you end up with 600. There's 600 on the calculator. So really, whatever way works best for you, that's the way to do those. That was number 10. Let's take a look at 11. Number 11, you have a cube, and they give you the length of one side only. The reason it's only one side is since it's a cube, all the sides are the same length. So this 2x to the 4th, y to the 3rd, is the length of every single side. Now they want the volume of the cube. Volume is length times width times height. And I'm checking to see if volume is on your reference chart. It's not this year. It was on your chart in middle school. So if we asked you a question like this, we would probably give you this formula. Volume is length times width times height. Okay? So it's basically this whole thing raised to the power of 3, because you're multiplying it by itself 3 times. Okay? One way you'd write that is this: 2x to the 4th, y to the 3rd, all raised to the power of 3. That's one way of notating it. It's this times this again times this a third time. So what is 2 times 2 times 2? It's going to be 8, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So that gives us 8. And then let's use our exponent rules. X to the 4th raised to the 3rd power, it's going to be x to the 12th power. Y to the 3rd raised to the 3rd power, 3 times 3 is 9, y to the 9th power. So we have 8, x to the 12th, y to the 9th. So that's the answer for the volume of this cube. The next question, if you had 3 of these cubes, what would be the volume? You could add this together 3 times, right? You could multiply the whole thing times 3. But let me show you what doesn't happen when you multiply it by 3. When I multiply this whole thing by 3, notice what really changes. This 3 times 8 gives you the 24. And that's all that changes. There you go. So if you multiply it by 3, you end up with 24x to the 12th, y to the 9th. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop for this short video. We'll move on to the second one, the next video with the new section.